Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's a special edition of LALATE on how to cook a turkey, how long to cook a turkey per pound, how to brine a turkey, and how do you know when a turkey is done? A lot of breaking developments, and I have a turkey with me. This is not the turkey you're going to be cooking, but a lot of people always ask on Thanksgiving how to brine a turkey, how long to cook a turkey per pound, how do you know how long it takes to cook a turkey, and all those incredible questions. And I'll also be answering some of your questions as well, and some stuff on stimulus. How do you cook a turkey per pound? How long does it take to cook a turkey? And how do you brine a turkey? This has actually been a topic of discussion on LLA for nearly, I think it's 12 years. Thanksgiving confusion returns today to U.S. households as they wonder, how long does it take to cook a turkey per pound? And the answer is actually not that simple, and that's why LLA has been reporting it every year. As reported on LA in previous years, it's actually relatively confusing. When learning how to cook a turkey per pound, consumers are in luck because Butterball has some guidance. Butterball says, and what is the favorite way to prepare a turkey? It's still roasting. Our most desired and true way of cooking turkeys requires no special tools. Just learn how to roast a variety in a convection oven or a regular baking oven. Some prefer smoking or grilling or roasting. What type of turkey do you prefer? I see Brenda and see Dean in the room, and I see Dreamweaver. Do you like a turkey brined, or do you like it roasted or grilled? How do you know when a turkey's done? Butterbill tells News that the way that the test is the same despite the cooking process you're using, which is really quite interesting. So if you're brining a turkey, you're roasting a turkey, or you're grilling it, the process is still the same. Nicole likes her turkey roasted. Someone brought up sirloin. We're not roasting sirloin today. Sirloin is not being cooked. No, that's another show. We may roast him on Comedy Central, but that's all we're going to be doing, not roasting sirloin. My turkey is in the oven roasting, so Brenda likes it roasted. Justin likes his turkey deep fried. Interesting. So Butterball says that the test to determine whether the turkey is done is the same process whether it's roasted, fried, as the one person said, or brined. The turkey is done if the temperature at the thigh is 180 degrees, in the breast 170 degrees, or in the stuffing center is 165 or more. So let's go over that again. They're really interesting. The thigh, if the thigh is 180, the breast is 170, or the stuffing center is 165 or more. Butterball also tells LA that this you should absolutely not use the wiggling, smelling, or looking at a test to determine whether a turkey's done. You should always use a thermometer. They say that pulling on the turkey, looking at it, or smelling it, or wiggling it is not a way to determine whether the turkey's done. Wanda says her turkey is roasting. Nancy says roasting with old-fashioned basting. I missed the comment below that one, but I'll see in a second when the screen refreshes. Fans are already asking how many hours does it take to brine a turkey? Butterball tells News that the perfect brine time is 8 to 12 hours for a 12-pound or smaller turkey. As a general rule, you should brine your turkey 40 to 45 to 60 minutes per pound. So they also add the first step in the process is selecting your brine recipe. So basically, it's 8 to 12 hours for a 12-pound or smaller turkey. I'm doing chicken wings this year, no turkey this year, roast, so that's really interesting. Make sure you take out the sack of giblets inside. Yes, that is important. Oven roasted with stuffing in the bird, says Dreamweaver. Sounds delicious. Um, Butterball also delivers some guides on how to choose a turkey, how do you thaw a turkey, and how do you get it ready. And annually, for over 10 years, viewers have asked LALATE, the website, how do you reach Butterball if you need help with your stimulus grants? No, no, Butterball can't help you with your stimulus grants. Butterball can help you with questions about cooking times and things like that. Good morning for someone who just joined the chat. Butterball has several ways to reach if you have questions on cooking issues. First, butterball.com help hotline. Then they have 800 butter 1-800 Butterball has been the annual tradition for people asking everything from how long does it take to cook a turkey, how do I brine a turkey, to the fastest way to thaw a turkey. And the hotline has started since 1981. There's Mimi in the room, very helpful. Happy Thanksgiving, Alexandra. And someone was right after Alexandra. I'll see when the screen refreshes. Butterball tells news that it's really important to brine appropriately. Again, 8 to 12 hours of brining for a 12-pound or smaller turkey. Yes, in the oven, says Mary. Sirloin is having way too much fun at the casino. He won't even eat dinner tonight. I love that. Leg wiggling. I just leg wiggling is leg wiggling, juice color, and aroma. You hear a lot of ways to check the doneness of your turkey at Thanksgiving, but there's only one way to be sure: the temperature. Danita's in the room. Thank you for joining me. So leg wiggling, which has a strange visual, is not a way to judge whether your turkey's done. Cream of chicken soup, rosemary, garlic, oven. Oh, wow, what was that? Cream of chicken soup, rosemary, garlic, olive oil, rub in and under a skin. Good turkey. Donald Hill, that sounds delicious. Boy, if you have some special ways you prepare your turkey, drop them in the comments. I'd love to see them right now. And so when you're checking to determine the heat, the temperature of your turkey, first back to dressing. Wow. First bird of the year, says Mimi, is ensure that it's 180 degrees for the thigh, 170 degrees for the breast, and if you're checking the stuffing, it needs to be 165 or more. Remember, it could be more, it just can't be less. And that's why they say the importance of a thermometer. Don't forget to shove a stick in the butter in the butter in that bird. Oh, so Saint Gang likes to add some butter in the bird. Really quite interesting. A stimulus package would have made the holidays. Yes, you don't want to stick the stimulus check in the bird at all, but you hope the stimulus check comes separate from it. Butter. Someone else said, I love butter in the bird. I've never heard that. Very interesting. Happy Bok Box Day, everyone from Kentucky Purple Power. Well, there you go. Rub the skin with butter and stuff the butter under the skin. Salt the cavity. Wow, there we go. So some salting and some buttering for some viewers. Really interesting. One of my hysterical stories about a turkey was the following. When I was in college, I had bought a turkey and I invited over some students who were international students from Italy. And there were three of them. So I was going to be cooking for four. And so I bought a turkey and I just said, I want to have a big enough turkey for everyone. And so I put the turkey in very early that morning. It was almost 3 a.m. in the morning. I put the turkey in. By 12 noon, when they came over, the turkey wasn't even like started to be cooked. I'm like, what's going on here? The temperature's right. Needless to say, I think I was 19 at the time or 18. I looked at it and I had bought, I think, a 30-pound turkey. I think I had bought like a 30 or 40-pound turkey. The turkey eventually, I said everyone home. We had dessert and they all went home. The turkey was eventually done the next day. The turkey took a day and a half to cook. When it was finally done, I remember in the dormitory carving up the turkey, and it literally took the entire common area and almost every table available to carve up 30 pounds of turkey or 40 pounds of turkey. And I had one of those dormitory refrigerators that's like literally this small. And I'm like, how am I going to put 30, 40 pounds of chopped up turkey in a refrigerator? So that was one of my experiences. Another year, I made the mistake again. Another year was I invited again international students over for Thanksgiving. And this time I understood how to get the size of the turkey right. And ironically, at the time, Martha Stewart was just all over the news. And so she had this wonderful pecan pie, which I made. And they came over and I had the turkey and I put it out. And they're like, oh, this is really interesting, a bird. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bird. It's a turkey. And they're like, oh, and it's cooked and looks very delicious. I'm like, yes, have some. We don't have turkeys where we're from. I'm like, it's that strange bird, that bird that goes. Ah, ah, ah." I'm like, no, no, yeah, it's cooked, it's done, it's cooked. Needless to say, none of them ever wanted to have any turkey, not because they don't didn't like my cooking. It's that the thought of eating a turkey scared the hell out of them. So it was 0 for 2. The second time I got the cooking times down, but they just like, they looked at the turkey and they're like, that's really, what is that? No, they referred to it as the beast. They did not want to eat the beast. So finally, the other memory of that day was it was in New York. And it was the only time that I ever saw the Macy's Day Christmas Day Parade in person. And what I did was I was about a mile and a half from the parade route. So I had to walk over there. And it was cold. It was about 30 degrees. And I was fine. I was dressed really warm. But by the time I waited for the parade to move, after about 15 minutes, I basically could not feel my feet. And when I was watching the parade, I thought this is a beautiful thing to see in person, this Macy's Day Parade. Absolutely spectacular to see in person. But I was absolutely freezing to death. When I mean freezing to death, I mean categorically the worst I've ever been cold in my entire life. And then I got back into the room and I walked back and I'm like, you know what? This looks so much nicer on TV than in person. In person, it feels like a horrible ordeal enduring the weather to watch it. But as soon as I walked a half mile back and got into my room and I turned it on TV, I was like, I did it once. I'm never going to do that again. So, to all those people who are braving the cold weather to do the Christmas, Macy's Day, Thanksgiving Day parade in person, God bless you. I could not do it even once as a teenager. So with that, thank you for joining me for a special broadcast. Happy Thanksgiving to Gig Life with Lexi and Melissa overnight in Brine, half peppercorn. Happy Thanksgiving to Margie and to Anne Marie. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Anne Marie, and to Margie as well, and to everyone that's been into the live chat today. I'll be going live and tape throughout the recordings today. And thank you for everyone's really nice comments as well. As always, stay informed, stay focused, and join me. Happy thanks. Oh, now the screen's refreshing. Amy and Nicole and Owen. Happy Granny Apples, Butterblocks, Rosemary. Happy Thanksgiving, Dreamweaver, and Roy and Diane. Beautiful emojis. Everyone's bringing their emoji game today. And join me at 12 noon for Holidays LA. I'll have a special edition of that as well. Diane and Shalia and Lance. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. And don't miss if you did not watch Mornings LA, I dropped it in the pinned comment here. Mornings LA. OG and Italian dressing. Sounds wonderful. Lance, Amy, Mimi, Amy, and Yvonne. Have a great Thanksgiving and see you at 12 noon. Take care.